Hey guys, saying I have poor connection, so just waiting to see how my service is going to handle this. I am currently out at a vendor event setting up with some of my girls and giving samples of CBD and sharing CBD. We're giving samples of V3 and V Slim. The event that we are doing today is called a Sip, Shop, and Stroll. So basically all the downtown booths set up, and you have lots of vendors that are out here, and basically, you know, the theme is you have to be giving away samples. So there are people out here who are sampling wine, there's people out here sampling drinks and beverages, and we have our CBD samples for cream and oil out here, and we are giving samples of V3 and V Slim. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But thank you guys for hopping on today. So I want to, share a little bit about me before I jump into what I felt like our team needed the most, encouragement on, or, information on. But so my name is Loren Richards. I live outside of Austin, Texas, in a very small town. My husband is a high school football coach, and I currently work Viseo full-time. I have been in this company for 4 months. I am Emerald rank, and my story with how I got involved in this company is really different than probably a lot of people's stories. So I actually came from another company where I was a Black Diamond top leader in that company, and made the switch 4 months ago to join you guys in this amazing company. So a lot of people will say, how did you build your business? And I'm going to tell you guys truthfully, and I'm trying to be transparent. The way I built this business is going to be very different than how most people are going to be building their business, because I already had a huge network. I already had a huge, sphere of influence when I started this company. So the way I build may not be the same as the way somebody who's never had network marketing experience is going to be building. So if you are new to network marketing, or if you are new to this company, please do not be discouraged if you do not have quick success and fly through the ranks. Then you have to set realistic goals, and you have to have realistic expectations of where you want to be at, and don't focus on what rank you want to be at, and don't focus on what everyone else's ranks are. You need to set a goal of what amount of money do you want to make per month, and then go out there and share this with as many people as you can. I have a medical background. I worked in healthcare for 7 years prior to getting involved in this industry, and I personally didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be involved in network marketing. I had such a negative connotation about direct sales, and the truth is, I really cared about what my friends and family were going to think about me when they realized I was getting a side hustle and doing all that kind of stuff. So I kept putting it off, and I kept saying no. And then I finally decided to get involved, only because I felt like I was doing my friend a favor. I was like, sure, fine, I'll do it just to help you out, right? Well, me and my husband ended up making 7 figures in our first company in 18 months time. And we were, total unicorns as far as that wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't think that was going to happen. When I got involved, I had no intentions of things ending up like that. And so that's how, I joined Viseo 4 months ago. My testimony with the CBD oil is really what led me to take that big jump and come join you guys over here. But I want to talk to you real quick about your list, how you're building your business, and who you're inviting to take a look at this, because that's really, really important. There are multiple ways to build the business, all right? Are you building via Zooms? Are you building via belly-to-belly in-person meetings? Are you doing VDEs? That's what I mean when I say, how are you building your business? There are some people, depending on what their God-given gift is, you know, who do great with in-home meetings because maybe they have the gift of hospitality. And so they are inviting people into their homes, and they are sharing the opportunity, and they have a really great success rate with getting people to join by having in-person meetings like at their home, you know. Then you're gonna have people who are having one-on-one meetings at like little coffee shops and stuff like that. You're gonna have people who are building this business by truly having Zooms every single week, getting people on your Zooms. Maybe you are you know, following the system of, you know, the third-party validation and getting people on the connect calls. That's the way our team does it. But, you know, you can do that from a Zoom aspect too, not necessarily a three-way call. But I suggest if you're doing any type of one-on-one meetings that you still follow the system and put your upline on the phone, do your third-party validation if you're building belly-to-belly and in person. I personally have team all across the state of Texas, and so everyone builds a little bit differently. You're going to have rural people who are in small towns that do better with, you know, building belly to belly and saying, you know, I'm getting people on Zooms and they're really not working for me, but working belly belly is working really, really good. So stick to that system, whatever works for you, whatever niche works for you, and build a big, Julie said, what's a Zoom? A Zoom is a live webinar that you can, you know, basically you just share your code with someone and you hop on and do the presentation from, you know, afar, and you can build a business all across the nation doing Zooms because you're not having to actually be in person with someone. My personal, you know, the way I personally build this business is all of them. I love to do Facebook Lives. I love to do creating Facebook events within Facebook, create events, invite your friends to like a CBD party, give them tons of information about CBD, give them information about the business. You know, that's one way to build. You got your Zooms, your VVEs, your in-person meetings. There's a lot of different ways, and I love to utilize all of them. And so that's kind of how our team builds. We have so many people across the nation. We're utilizing every single way to build a business. But when we're talking about inviting people and who are you sharing this with, I want you guys to think about this. There comes a time when you literally run out of your closest friends and family. And there is going to come a time when you're thinking like, I've talked to everybody I know. I've already shared this with everybody I know, and I'm done. I'm out of options. I'm running out of prospects. I don't know what to do anymore. I want you to seriously consider if you really shared this with every single person you know, or if you actually only shared this with the people that you thought would do it. Because that is a lot of people's mistake when they get started in this. Let's just say you're new, you have no network marketing experience, right? You went through and you made a list of your top 10 to 20 closest friends and family who you thought would be interested in this. But did you write down every single person that you know? Because I know you can go through your cell phone and you can find 50 to 100 contacts in your phone, people that you have numbers for that you probably did not reach out to you because you went with the concept of thinking they'll never do this, okay? And you are prejudging and making the decision for them that this is something that's going to be for them. And that's not what we do. We don't prejudge who is going to get involved with this. I literally share this with every single person I know. I put it in front of them. I'm very bold and I say this may or may not be for you, but it's a way for you to get healthy. It's a way for you to get wealthy. It's a very lucrative business opportunity. And I don't care if they're a physician. I don't care if they're a doctor. I don't care if they're on my chicken list. I mean, I don't care if they think they're too good for network marketing, because I can say that I used to think that about myself. I used to think I was too good for network marketing, and look what it did for me. But my point behind all this is that if you reached out to 10 or 20 people and you haven't had any success yet, stop, because you are doing something wrong. You are either talking to the wrong people or you are saying the wrong thing. So if you have not had any success yet and you've gone through all your closest friends and family, stop, go back, start from the beginning, follow the system, get people on for third-party validation, share stories, guys. Stories are what sell. And it doesn't have to be a ridiculous money story, because the truth of this is, you know, people would be very happy making $500 extra a month, $500 extra a week. So you don't have to share, Ricky and Francois' story. You don't have to share Holly and Corbin. You don't have to share, whoever your upline is who's making a lot of money. Share a real life of testimony of a mom who is a stay-at-home mom who is struggling to make ends meet, who made enough in her first week to pay her mortgage or something like that. Share a powerful story with your friends and family, because the stories are what sell people and get people interested in doing this. So once again, do not prejudge who you think is going to do this company, because you will be wrong every single time. I was the person who said no 3 times before getting involved in network marketing. So if you reach out to someone 1 or 2 times and they say no, go back and do it a 3rd or 4th time, y'all. That's something to me that is really important when I'm talking about someone inviting people to the Zooms. Inviting people to these VBEs. Are you only inviting the people that you think are going to come? Are you only inviting people that you think are going to be interested? Because you should be inviting every single person you know. Family, friends. I don't care if they think that, they know what you're doing because you've been posting on Facebook. Inviting people via Facebook to events and to Zooms is not the right way to do this, because it's not personal. It doesn't show that you care about people. You have to pick up the phone. You have to call and say, hey, I am doing a meeting on Thursday night at the barbecue joint in my town. We're going to talk about amazing products. We're going to talk about a business opportunity. We're going to talk about how fast this CBD industry is blowing up and how you are fixing to you're fixing to miss out on a very fast moving train. Inviting them over social media and creating an event on social media is not good enough. Pick up the phone, text them and say, hey, I have something important that I want to talk to you about. When can you chat? When they say I'm free at 8 o'clock, call them and invite them here. That's a little tip I like to tell people, because normally your friends who you're really close to, when they see like, hey, I have something important I want to talk to you about, or, when can you chat? A lot of people think that you're going to like drop some big gossip news on them, like maybe you're pregnant or something. And most of the time you're just like, hey, I'm doing this party tomorrow night. I'd really love for you to come. So that's your foot in the door of, hey, I want to talk to you about something really important. When can you chat? And get them to an in-person meeting. I did a meeting last night for my friend Shanna Kurtz. I drove all the way to Cuero, which was 2 hours from my house, to do this. I did a presentation with Shanna, and I sat down with a couple who at the end of the night said, we came over here saying that we were not going to do this. We were not going to join this company. We were not going to take these products. And we got here and we saw it, and we saw how personal and inviting you were, and how bold and confident we're about this company that you guys were, and we want to sign up and join before we leave. So they came in on a builder's pack, and they left last night with products and samples, and they're ready to go. So just because you don't think somebody is going to do this doesn't mean that you're going to be right. And the people who do it will shock you, and the ones that you think will do it, who won't end up doing it, will sit and watch you, and then a few months down the road, when they see you having success, they'll circle back around. They're going to come back around, y'all. So figure out all the ways of how to build the business, whether you're utilizing Zooms or you're doing the Viseo View events, or which are basically just in, at a restaurant or at a hotel or something, meetings. Whether you're building belly-to-belly one-on-one meetings, or whether you're doing 3-way calls, figure out what system works for you and utilize it, and get your uplines on the phone. But also make sure when you're inviting people to take a look at this, that you are truly inviting every contact that you know, and not just the people that you think are going to do this. People are always watching. Like Ashley says, people are always watching you, and the more and more success that you have, people will definitely circle around, guys. So I'm going to let you guys leave on that note, and I'm going to hop back out to my girls for my event right now, and we're going to get some people all creamed up and V3'd up, and we have some shirts. Lindy has some shirts made that says just rub some cream on it. So that's what we are doing. We're out here and we're sharing the CBD with everyone we know, y'all. So have a great day, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions.